Hey guys, Long Live Games guy here, and this is gonna be a very different video, as you can tell. I have gameplay in the back, so you know this video won't be totally depressing. But however, okay, so as you guys already know, everyone knows at this point, Kobe Bryant on Sunday died in a helicopter crash. And not only Kobe Bryant, but seven others, including his daughter, I think it's Gianna, you can correct me in the comments, but his 13-year-old daughter died with him as well, and 7 other people, including the pilots. So it was just an overall terrible tragedy, as a whole, and I still can't believe this happened, and it's one of those tragedies where the more you hear about it, the more information comes out about it, the more horrifying and disturbing it gets. Like, you know, on Sunday we figured out they died, you know, helicopter crash, right? But like, especially with like the past few days, how much information has come out since then, and people are like, oh well, they fell like a full minute before crashing and all that. Yeah, that's literally a fact. They fell like a minute before impact or something like that, which is my worst nightmare. Like that, if I am not, that thing right there scares me. Like just falling, the idea of falling, I am definitely afraid of heights. So I cannot imagine the absolute fear the panic and fear that must have been on that aircraft. Overall, this video, I don't usually make videos like this. If this is like your first video of mine, if this like shows up and someone's recommended, this is not a video that I usually make at all. This is I post gameplay stuff up here. I've only wanted to make a tribute video the only one other time on this channel, and I didn't end up doing it. This, man, I feel like, I don't know how I feel. I feel the same way I felt about Etika's death, back in June. I desperately wanted to make a video. I desperately wanted to make a video saying like rip Etika and stuff like that, but I was like, man, how many people that watch my channel actually know who Etika is? Like, no, I don't think a lot of people who watch my channel actually know who Etika is. So I'm like, there's no point. It'll be like I don't know, like announcing the death to like a brick wall. Like they're not gonna know who you're talking about or what you're talking about. Like announcing someone's death to like a brick wall. Like it'll be like, alright, well that was a weird video. So I was like, you know what, let me just not. I desperately wanted to make a video on Etika's death too, and and I just got the same vibes from this. And what I mean by those vibes, and it doesn't. The vibes I'm feeling right now are like, okay, this doesn't feel real. This does not feel like it actually happened. This feels like something like some huge scheme or something like that. Like one of those kind of like, oh, they faked their death kind of things, or the media screwed up like real bad, and you know, they thought Kobe Bryant died, but he ended up still being alive, man. Listen, I remember it was like it was almost 3 o'clock on Sunday when I found out. It was almost 3 o'clock. It was like 2:53, and I was playing Apex, and a notification came up on my phone from like the news app on my phone, a notification came up. It said, breaking news, Kobe Bryant is dead at 41 due to a helicopter crash. And I was like, what? That's not real. I seriously thought, like, for a second, I was like, man, that's like a fake headline or something like that. Like, that's one of those, like, Onion articles or whatever. Like, I ain't, even though I was like, wait, why would my news app lie? Like, why would the news lie about something like that? Like, that is very big if that's real, right? That'd be very big screw up if that was fake, right? And so I didn't want to think about it, right? So I kept playing the Apex match, right? I finished it, and I told my mom, oh, Kobe Bryant's dead. I was like, Mom, Kobe Bryant's dead, and she didn't believe me at all. Like, she was like, what? Show me proof. And so for a second, I was starting to doubt it. For a second, I was starting to doubt myself. I was like, oh, who knows? Maybe that was just a load of crap, right? Until I looked it up and showed it to her, and I realized, oh crap, this is on the Washington Post. Like, I had a little bit of hope once I found out that, oh, the person who originally reported on this was like from TMZ. So I'm like, when has TMZ really been like that? Like, TMZ is more of a gossip news, like nothing really, nothing. I don't feel like there's nothing concrete on TMZ. I'm like, man, that's a big thing for TMZ to lie about. And but then I realized, like, it was on like the New York Times and the Washington Post. I was like, wait a minute, like, what? Okay, now this game more serious, because I'm like, hold up. Okay, this is now, it would be one thing if it just was just on TMZ or whatever, or just on my news app, but no, these big news websites are reporting on this, and so I like had this as their headline, and I'm like, okay, I'm a little scared. And then my mom makes a great point. She's like, well, ESPN hasn't put anything out. Hasn't put anything out about it. And she was looking on the news and found out that, oh, they haven't identified the bodies yet. So I was like, okay, there is hope. And then, of course, later, ESPN put out something saying, like, oh, Kobe Bryant was a confirmed victim. And I was like, oh my gosh. And that's why I knew it wasn't fake. And it's one of those moments where you, like, again, I feel like how I did about Etika. It's one of those moments where I didn't, well, by the way, if you don't know, you're probably like, oh, who's this Etika you just mentioned? Look him up. He was a very entertaining, he was a very good entertainer who killed himself, last year, which was very sad. And again, I didn't believe that was real until I did some more research and saw all these people were reporting on it, and I was like had this as the headline. And again, it wasn't until I saw these big news channels reporting on it that I was like, oh crap, this really is real. And like, this doesn't feel real right now. I'll be honest. I'll be 100% honest. This does not feel real right now. This does not feel like something that, like, it feels like I'm in like an alternate dimension, or I'm like in a dream. That's more like it. It feels like I'm in a dream, right? Where like a world where Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash. Cause think about it. Kobe Bryant. This is the main reason why I thought it was fake. Is because it was like Kobe Bryant dies at 41 due to a helicopter crash. I was like, a helicopter crash? Like it sounds ludicrous, right? Like, it sounds like something like what? Okay, that just sounds unbelievable. Like that's freaking like that's it sounds fake. It sounds fake. Like, Kobe Bryant dies in a helicopter crash. Think about that sentence. Kobe Bryant dies in a helicopter crash. That doesn't seem real. That's like something out of like a movie or whatever. Again, something like The Onion would make, or like a hilariously fake title or whatever. But then you actually find out, oh my gosh, it really happened that way, and he died in a helicopter crash. This death kind of felt like two shotgun blasts. The first blast was the fact that he died at all. The second, at 41, perhaps. Oh my gosh, 41. Like, he's one of the, oh my, like, seriously. 41 years old with a 13-year-old daughter. I think he has 4 daughters overall. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, he had 4 daughters overall, but, like he has a wife and all that, and at 41, just dead, just like that. And it is truly one of the most tragic things I've heard since, you know, Etika's death. Like, and I cannot imagine the friggin' deaths. I'm sorry, the friggin' feeling that Kobe Bryant's wife is having right now. I cannot imagine the grief that she's going through right now. I can't. I won't even try. I won't even try to say anything. I don't know. I don't know how good this does not feel good. It does not feel like something that happened. Like, it feels like again, it doesn't feel real. It feels like a joke. Like, Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash. That sounds like something that, I don't know, Michael Bay would make up in like a horror, in like a no, I was about to say horror flick. In like an action movie or whatever. Like, oh, Kobe Bryant dies in a helicopter crash. Well, like, it doesn't sound real. It doesn't even sound real. And I do not just want to make this video. Oh, but I feel horrible for everyone. By the way, not just Gianna and Kobe Bryant. I feel horrible. I feel terrible for the families of friggin', like, the other 7 victims that were on the friggin' helicopter with him, bro. Like, there's not so much context of why. Like, there's a lot of confusion of why this happened. Like, at first I heard it was the weather, and then I heard, oh, the motor went out, and then I heard, oh, well, they were too low and maybe hit a rock or something like that. Maybe like hit a hill or something like that. Like, I don't know. We don't know what happened. We don't know exactly what happened. We don't know exactly what happened, but like, we don't know exactly. I feel like it's a little bit of all of them. It's a little bit of all of them. Like, maybe they're flying too low, the weather was blocking their vision, the motor probably went out or something like that. I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit of all of them. But man, no matter what it is, no matter what happens, bro, no matter what truly happened, it's just tragic death overall. Like, someone like Kobe Bryant, and I won't font like Kobe. I never really, like, before this, I've never really, like, I'm like Kobe Bryant was never really one of my favorite basketball players. Like, I won't lie, I will not lie. Kobe Bryant was not one of my favorite basketball players. Like, I knew how great he was. He was a really good basketball player, but, you know, like that. Like, the relationship between me and basketball is kind of weird. Like, I don't play it. In fact, I suck. I won't lie. I suck at basketball. So, but I enjoy watching it. I am very enjoy watching basketball games. And you know, I don't really keep up much with the Lakers and stuff. But man, like, and who knows? He was for sure one of the greatest. He was for sure one of the greatest basketball players ever, for sure. Like, for sure. Again, I didn't watch many of his games and all that, but like even if he wasn't good, even if he was not good, his personality and like him, right? Not just his basketball player persona. I mean him. How he is as a person. he has one of the greatest personalities I've seen in basketball. I won't lie. Like, and to me that counts a million. Like, cause you can be great. Like Michael Jordan is. I'm sorry. Not, yes. Michael Jordan is hailed as the best basketball player of all time. Right? Michael Jordan. Right? Is hailed as one of. I'm sorry. Is the. What am I saying? One of for the best basketball player of all time. Right? However, the guy's personality, I mean, the guy's very cocky and all that, and so his personality I can't really get behind. Kobe Bryant is not near, at least what I think, he's not near Michael Jordan's friggin' he's not near Michael Jordan. But however, I feel like he has such a better personality and how he's such a better person. And that's the key word, person. You can be the best, again, like Michael Jordan, best basketball player to ever live. At least in many's opinion. You can correct me on that, but, for my current opinion, best basketball player ever. Right? But however, like, his personality is not really, like, it's not really, you know, it's not the golden personality. Like, it's not, I don't feel like he's someone that you'd, hang out with 24/7 or like that. Freaking Kobe Bryant is one of those people that, you know, you could just, he seems like one of those people you could just hang out and talk to for hours and you would never run out of interesting things to talk about, since he seemed like such an interesting, down-to-earth guy. And like, judging by, and it seems like he was a good family man. And of course he was convicted of like assault accusations. However, that was like 20 years ago or whatever. And I don't know why people are bringing that up now. People are bringing that up now like, oh, well, he did this. Good riddance, he's gone. He did this. First of all, to those people, those are accusations. You cannot, and for me, if you're just making an if your case is not, like, if you were not proven guilty of an accusation, to me, you didn't do it. And there's a very, like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like there's a very, very low chance that Kobe Bryant did it. Like, just the way he's been doing things now, and today, they still have not been able to convict him of anything else. Like, it's not like R. Kelly, where friggin' they managed to find, you know, they managed to friggin' find, they managed to dig some stuff back up on him. It's not like R. Kelly, freaking Kobe Bryant. Like, they were not able, the fact that they were not able to dig up anything else on him since, like, anything else about that specific case, like, relating to that specific case since, it's just like, alright, so I don't think he did it, because, you know, like, R. Kelly, like, the freaking stuff caught back up with him. Like, they were able to find much more stuff relating back to, like, his original cases, to convict him and stuff like that. They weren't able to do that with Kobe Bryant. And so, of course, there's a possibility that he still did it, but, you know, people will lie. This is the thing that people have to understand. People will lie, and it doesn't care if they're male, men or women, male or female. It does not matter. People will lie about. People will do whatever they can to get some sort of money, or to resolve like a grudge or anything, or get revenge. Now, at least in my eye, the person who made this accusation was lying their butt off. Especially since they weren't able to dig up anything relating to it since. Yeah, you're lying your butt off. You probably just wanted some money or something like that. or public sympathy, or you probably just want fame. Like that's why people like make fake accusations, and it's because of freaking the fame and the money and fame they're probably going to get from it. Mostly the fame, and from the fame comes money and stuff like that. You know, they may get paid to appear on certain shows and all that. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. They may be paid to like testify in like a documentary, like a Netflix documentary. Like you know how it goes. You know how it goes in like Hollywood. Like freaking people will lie and say anything to get money. And just again, the fact they weren't able to dig up anything on him since relating to that case, it's just like a big green flag of like, okay, you didn't do it, or like you know what I mean. So everyone who's accusing him of these accusations needs to stop. That's my message here. You need to stop, because you weren't there, you don't know what happened, and by the way, these things are starting to come up after the man is dead, by the way, which is a huge amount of disrespect. Man, I wish someone dig up something on me that I didn't even do, like bring up something like that happened like 20 years ago, and it's like, and like after I die, I'm like, they're like, oh, well, you did this, even though I didn't really do it, and there's not much evidence pointing to like saying that I did it. Like you get what I mean. Just friggin' what was the last point I wanted to make on the video? Yes, the last point I want to make on this video. This has to be the worst January we've had in I've ever seen in a long time. I mean, oh my gosh, this January so far is the worst. I mean, well, first, World War III was literally on the verge of starting, and the tensions are still high between Iran and the U.S. So, who knows? It may still happen. Those tensions haven't really gone away. They just densed a little bit. And World War III almost happened because of Trump's idiocy. This coronavirus from China is appearing up, and it's now, at this moment, at this recording, is now considered a global emergency. Global emergency. What the heck? And of course Kobe Bryant's dead. And and by the way, Australia is still on fire. Don't let that distract you from the fact that Australia is still on fire, and 500 million animals, probably more at this point, are now dead. Like, all this is happening in the first 30. All this has happened in the first 27 days of the year, and the first 27 days of the 2020s. All this happened in this amount of time. Like, it's amazing how much stuff can happen in like 27 days, right? The friggin' plague has shown up. Kobe Bryant's dead. Friggin' animals are dying left and right. And way more people may be dying due to World War III that may or may not be happening. So just watch yourselves out there, guys. Just be very, very careful. And rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. I hope rest in peace to Kobe Bryant and everyone else that was on that helicopter that fateful day. And bye, guys. Be careful out there. God bless you. And Long Games Guy out.